Major League Fishing also runs the Tackle Warehouse Invitational Tour, which is essentially a qualifying tour for the BPT. Nothing new there. You guys know that. The invitationals are right on par with the NPFL and the BASS Elite Series, as anglers must qualify via the Toyota Series to be able to fish these events. The invitationals have their own forward-facing sonar rules. Essentially, anglers can use the technologies on days 1 and days 3. I got a tip from a viewer. Thank you, by the way. You know who you are. Maybe it was a challenge to look at the Major League Fishing Tackle Warehouse Invitational Circuit standings throughout the season. Take a look, viewer said, at the day 1 and day 2 standings and do a comparison of the forward-facing sonar day, which is day 1, and the non-forward-facing sonar day, which is day 2. You know, I like a challenge, and I'm a statistics junkie, so I dove into it. What I found was that typically anglers in the top 10 were on fish consistently, and it didn't really seem to matter whether it was a forward-facing sonar day or not. But that makes sense, right? If you're good, you're good. Although, on offshore events like Pickwick, Smith Lake, and Hartwell, where forward-facing sonar is going to be a factor and was a factor, the day 2 dip in weights was noticeable. Not in every top 10 angler's weight, but in an amount that was noticeable. So yeah, that day 2 dip on those forward-facing sonar lakes was noticeable. Where the difference in day 1 and day 2 was very obvious was in the anglers that were around the top 30 cut. So the invitational tournaments, you have a day 1 forward-facing sonar day. Day 2, no forward-facing sonar. That's the cut. Top 30 only fish on day 3, another forward-facing sonar day. Looking at the top 30 cut line after day 2, there is a clear definition between those who caught them with technology and then couldn't keep it going without the technology on day 2. It also identified anglers that could catch them without the technology on the second day. There's a lot of flaws in my research here. I don't pretend to be a scientist. I don't know what each angler's day on the water was like in every event, so we're not going to be publishing this information in any scientific journals. But there were some interesting movements on the leaderboards that happened between day 1 and day 2. The bottom line, Major League Fishing has got it right. Even in their invitationals, they have figured out the format that pushes the best overall anglers to the top of the standings. You can't just be a good scoper, you have to be a complete angler. I'm Keith Neiswanger. This is the Bass 2 Anglers podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to reach us, please send us a direct message on Instagram at Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you next time.